Merab Dvalishvili, the bantamweight champion, stood in front of the camera, his pinky toe clearly battered and swollen, laughing despite the pain. He chuckled and asked, "Why you break my toe, my friend?" Addressing his sparring partner, Cameron Sandoval immediately shot back, "That was you. You kicked me in the head, broke your toe. That's your fault." The atmosphere, despite the injury, remained lighthearted, typical of Dvalishvili's jovial nature. But behind the smiles, fans and UFC officials alike are now worried. UFC 316, set for June 7 at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, is just 2 weeks away. The headline fight, Dvalishvili vs. Sean O'Malley in a highly anticipated title rematch. The injury puts the main event at serious risk. Dvalishvili's Instagram video showed the toe bent unnaturally, a painful sight even for seasoned fighters. He laughed and even joked, "I'm gonna cut it off." But the seriousness of the situation can't be underestimated. Breaking a toe may seem minor, but for a fighter, it impacts balance, footwork, and the ability to deliver and absorb kicks. Dvalishvili's coach and medical team now face a crucial decision. Will they push forward, hoping the injury heals just enough? Or will they withdraw to avoid risking long-term damage? Sean O'Malley, Dvalishvili's opponent, has been silent so far. But behind closed doors, you can imagine O'Malley's team closely watching every update. O'Malley, known for his flashy striking and unpredictable movement, would surely exploit any weakness. And a compromised foot gives him the opening he'd want. The UFC, meanwhile, is preparing contingency plans. If Dvalishvili can't fight, the co-main event, Julianna Peña vs. Kayla Harrison, could be bumped up. That matchup, already intriguing, would gain even more attention as a replacement main event. Peña, the bantamweight champion, and Harrison, the former PFL standout, bring their own drama and stakes. Fans have mixed feelings. On one hand, they're desperate to see Dvalishvili and O'Malley settle the score. On the other, they want fighters entering the octagon at full strength, not limping in on injuries. Dvalishvili's toe injury was reportedly sustained during an intense sparring session. Sandoval, his sparring partner, remains undefeated and was giving Dvalishvili solid work. But sometimes, these high-level training sessions come with risks. Fighters push the limits, sharpen their tools, and test their endurance. And in those moments, accidents happen. Dvalishvili has always been known for his toughness. He's fought through adversity before, both in and outside the cage. But even for the toughest warriors, some injuries simply can't be shrugged off. Fans have flooded social media, offering support and concern. Some are urging him to withdraw, prioritize his health, and return stronger. Others, perhaps selfishly, beg him to fight no matter what. For Dvalishvili, the decision weighs heavy. The UFC will likely demand medical scans before making any final calls. X-rays, MRIs, evaluations, all will determine if the champion can proceed. Behind the scenes, matchmakers are bracing for possible shakeups. UFC 316 is a major pay-per-view event, and reshuffling the card is no small task. Promoters, broadcasters, and sponsors are all watching closely. For Dvalishvili himself, it's about legacy. He's worked his entire career to get to this level. Backing out now could cost him momentum, fans, and opportunity. But risking permanent damage for one fight? That's the painful dilemma. O'Malley's camp has yet to issue a formal statement. But you can bet they're staying ready, whether it's Dvalishvili or a late replacement. The fight world is unpredictable. One injury, one decision, can shift everything. For now, Dvalishvili remains upbeat, at least publicly. His Instagram post, despite showing gruesome visuals, carried humor and resilience. But as the hours pass, pressure builds. The UFC must protect its athletes while delivering to fans. Dvalishvili must weigh pride against practicality. And fans, caught in the middle, wait and hope. Will UFC 316 proceed as planned? Or are we on the verge of a dramatic reshuffle? The next few days will reveal everything. Until then, all eyes stay locked on Merab Dvalishvili's foot, and his decision.